Hi everybody, Timo here. Today I'm gonna guide you through the process of creating your own custom championship in AMS2. That's no witchcraft, no magic needed, but you will have to consider and take care of certain details and aspects, especially if you want to do a custom championship with custom AI, which for me is the real deal, the real thing. So let's get started. The main menu, press championship, press new. I have already started to create a new championship. First thing to note is there can only be one custom championship at a time, which you can set here. So let's get started and edit that championship. First thing you want to do is give it a name. This is what I have done here. In my case, it's 2000 card. The number of opponents is in my case 28 because there are 29 liveries in the game, authentic liveries. The vehicle classes in my case, of course, is just the Formula USA Gen 3. If you're going for a multi-class custom championship, you will want to choose from all the series you want to combine. Now for the score type, that's still a sort of a drawback. At the moment, we cannot set the right point system, let me call it thus, for the card championship. Remember, in the real card championship, they received 20 points for the first place, for the winner, and dispersed points up to P12. That's a pity. So, like in my F1 1991 custom championship, I will pick the points type that comes closest, and in this regard, here it is the Formula Ultimate 2020, which not only disperses the points similarly, but also deploys another point for the pole position. So let's select that. Of course, it'll be great if Reiza added the possibility to edit the score type, as they say, or if they just put in more reasonable and known score types. Okay, in my case, I said then pit stop refueling allowed. That's up to you. Also remember here, very important, damage, tire wear, fuel consumption are set in the overall menu under options. The values that you set there will be taken into your custom championship. So, if in the options you, for example, set damage to 100%, you will have 100% damage in your custom championship. If you set tire wear to 5 times, you will have this in your custom championship. Here you can see I have already created one round. Let me pick that as an example. That's the overall menu that they present to you, where you can toggle on or off the different modes. Do you want practice? Yes or no? Do you want qualifying? Yes or no? Do you want 1 or 2 races? If you pick yes, the following is always the same. Click on session settings, pick the duration, pick the time of day, pick the time progression, pick the weather slots. Do you want it to be real weather, which is then set under the race tab, or do you want any other form of weather? Weather progression 2 times, it's synchronized with time progression. And the live track preset, that's an important setting because it controls the amount of grip initially available. Now, the most important thing, race. Let's go to race session settings. You can switch between laps or time. In my case, because I want to do a 50% custom championship of the 2000 card series and season, I pick laps, and I'll pick 42 because in reality they did 83 laps at Laguna Seca. I chose custom date. That's the real date when they raced at Laguna Seca. Start time, it's 3 o'clock in the evening, and of course I pick time progression 2 times because I want it as authentic as I can get it. Real weather, yes. Rolling start, yes, they had rolling starts. Formation lap, no, don't want to do that, too boring. Mandatory pit stop, no. But in my case, I've set in the options tire wear to accelerated, which amounts to 2 times, and fuel consumption also to accelerated. Thus, it's not possible to do 42 laps in one stint. We'll have to come in once or twice. Live track preset here, I can keep it at default progressing because it will then apply the state of from the previous session. Okay, so let's save that. I don't want a second race, so let's get back. Okay, and here now is the overview of what we've chosen and edited. No practice, qualifying yes, race 1 yes, no second race. Here I could pick a different track. Okay, now let's add a new round. And here I've got my mobile with the Wikipedia page of the kart 2000 season. And it says that the first race was in Miami on March 26. We don't have Miami, so the second race was at Long Beach. Yes, there is Long Beach in Automobilista, and therefore let's pick Long Beach as the first session. Here we are. And that was on the 16th of April. Here we go. Of course, 2000. The rest of the settings, except for the laps, can remain as it is. And that's another cool thing, because if you add a new round, the existing one is duplicated. So what we have instead to adjust is, of course, the number of the laps. They did 82 laps, is then 41 for me, because 50%. Not much of a difference, but it is a difference. So, okay, that's the second session. All right, and let's do it a third time. In the end, I will end up with 5 venues or rounds, namely Long Beach, Jacarepagua, which is the Rio Oval, Cleveland, Road America, and Laguna Seca. So since Laguna Seca was on September 17th, I will have to edit this round. The track is called Jacarepagua. I like the oval. It says here historic 2005 oval, so it seems that this is a newer version than what they raced on in 2000, but that's the closest we can get, so let's pick that one. Focus on the details. Custom date is essential, and that was April 30th. All right, and for the laps, it was a 108 laps race. So we'll go for 54. The rest can remain as set. And let's save it. All right, let's go back and save the whole thing. So now I will have to add 2 more venues, as I said, but now this is the process, and excuse me, this should be different. Opponent settings 28. That's what I want to have. And the last thing you want to do is choose a vehicle, of course. Now, let's just go for, I don't know, this one selected, and then you are ready to go. But if you are using a custom AI file, please make sure that you delete the entry for the car and driver you want to drive with. Pick that vehicle and it will work. It will work means everybody else will be in there and you will be in the car you chose. If, on the other hand, you forget to delete that car and guy, he will also be in there, so your choice of car will be duplicated with the real driver, and somebody else, as far as I know, that's random, will be deleted of the championship. And this is, of course, not what we want. We want perfect authenticity. Okay? So make sure you delete the entry for the car and driver you want to take. Okay, that's the whole process. After you're done, click on start, and please do not forget to save it. That's essential. If you forget to save it and jump back, it's all lost. So you don't have to start it, because if we now go back and get in again, well, don't get worried. If you see that screen, it seems it's gone. It is not. It is still here. They just show you the new screen, or this new button, tab, whatever, because you haven't started it yet. Once you start the custom championship, it will then appear here with round 1, 2, 3, whatever, wherever you are. Okay? One more thing I can show you. If you think the order has to be corrected, you can use these arrows to move the actual races up and down. In my case, it has to be thus, plus Road America and Cleveland, which I will add then off screen. So thanks a lot for watching. See you on the next one, and that will most likely be the first round of my 2000 card championship, a 41 lap race at Long Beach. I'm super excited. I hope you are too. See you then. Bye.